done by RRQ to keep everyone just in line, in the firing range for Skylar. Let's see how this plays out, man. Rez, as always, is going to be very, very aggressive. But Arlet, Sushin, and Nolan, a lot of damage potential, but I don't know. It seems like they have to wait a bit longer before they can make the plays happen. Looking at a bit of the emblems here by IndyHome. Weapon mastery for the Ixia.
Look at this.
So the shoes on the other foot. Skylar feels like he's going to have space to do damage. And it's a Master Assassin for CW on the carry, actually. So he is risking it. He's not going for the defensive emblems we've seen a lot of carries go for.
That's very confident, actually, in this losing matchup. You can already see Skylar winning it out in the range. Like Mirko mentioned earlier on, this is an amazing lane for the Ixia. The carry understands this. We'll have to lose a few camps there, creeps rather, there. But for the most part, it's still both teams being very passive.
Look at the placement on that void, on the void crystals though, by Rins. Kind of make sure that it catches Sans, does a bit of damage, but also still lands on the minion wave. Mathilda and Yves, in theory, I feel like Fnatic Onic can clear faster, but with the threat of damage coming in from the Wisps and from the Void Blast of Rins, it really is a bit more tricky to just go in for a full clear.
I don't know. I think with the changes in the Yves should be able to clear well enough with Matilda as well. And there it is. But again, with Cho once again being flexed into the EXP lane, still sitting at a 0% win rate today, by the way, as both of these teams are going to unfold onto the neutral objective.
Fnatic Onic bringing it back. Turtle. Garen walking up. Kyrie winning out the Red Tree battle despite the real world manipulation. Kimo, jumping in with a vengeance, will be punished. Rez walking up. Edok getting the last hit and the Purify out of the way. The Dragon Sons gets caught as well. Dyron with a basic attack in the Primal Wrath form. Ixia up top, Kyrie coming down, and that's an assassination, the weakness of the Ixia.
Okay, whose trade was that worth it for? What?
Flicker forward? Oh, it was a risky play. Rins almost read it perfectly.
I think it's still worth it for RRQ. We talked about how RRQ, they were losing earlier in game number 1 because of the Roger difference, but now they have Tsujin on that Roger instead, but look at this.
KCC just a bit, but remember, there's always that Mathilda.
All right. Ooh, Kyrie though. Almost gets another pick off. But again, oh wow. Big moves coming in from Kyrie on that Nolan. He wants to really flex out those skills. But RRQ, I think it was kind of okay, but the fact that they lost Skylar afterwards really isn't as beneficial. So Fnatic Onic, despite the lack of winning lanes, quote unquote, they're still keeping up in the gold difference due to those factors.
By the way, where are the Sonics in the building? Where are the Fanatics? 18% for Fnatic Onic? Or is that just the overwhelming presence of the Kingdom? I can't tell.
I think it's the overwhelming force of the Kingdom. We all know what the Kingdom can do, especially with a team this good. Edok going to be chain CC, the Vengeance coming down. Edok, getting final slash. Look at him. Just corpse in the river.
No Purify available just yet. Forced to be kind of, corralled by Sans to enter that neutral objective pit. 20 seconds though, he's gonna be available for the next neutral objective. But look at this, Skylar.
Gonna be ganked again, this time 4 members up top, CW. Able to get that free hit onto the turret. Kyrie doing the same, and say goodbye to that turret goal, man.
Turns out it's not a bad lane for CW at all, right?
Not with 3 members up there, no.
Exactly, and he's going to be able to get a lot of gold there. Should be able to propel him a lot further than Ixia right now. But again, both of these teams corralling against the next neutral objective. It gets reset, but here we go.
Picked back now with the real world inflation plays down. Keyboy's going to go in with a vengeance. Diamond popping a primal rack. Keyboy with a final slash. Sutsujin stun lock there. But it is going to be that full barrage as Sutsujin gets the red tree win.
That's insane. That's insane. Sutsujin was a level below. Perfect timing, was able to get that kill and then get that level 8 and then win out that retribution against Kyrie, who didn't even use it, actually.
Edok, top of the Lantern Flare. Sutsujin shooting Rez away.
Right now, RRQ aren't really tanky enough, and that is exactly why Fnatic Onic, as long as they walk forward together and escort Sans, he is just so deadly there, because a single liftoff can kind of get tied into a lot of other things. And later on, when CW gets the items, it's going to be a lot more dangerous when someone is stuck in that Lantern Flare. But for Rins, already picking up the glowing wand, this means that the healing that Keeper was able to use to survive ever so slightly longer in those fights is going to be cut down by quite a bit. And it's going to slow down the regeneration and augment that poke damage that the Yves can bring to the table. But when it comes down to it, the issue still persists. RRQ don't really have a solid front line. They're forced to just rotate Dairon again and again from the EXP lane to be the main front line in these fights.
And that's a problem, right? Because technically Ixia needs that proper setup, right? Even the Yves, wait a second, Dairon?
And pull back Rez with a flicker forward. There's good real world manipulation by Riz to catch Rez, and Enoch is right there to pick up the scraps.
Well, despite no setup, we know that RQ have the composition for a great counter engage, and that's exactly what they're working with, especially earlier on before. And Ixia should be able to get this tower in the top side, so RQ are trading rather well.
Look at that poke, look at the damage. And even worse, after you get hit by a spell from Rinse right now, you have to wait a bit longer before you can use your own regen. You can see CW finally regenning up, but that's a tower being picked up already as Sutsujin fearless against Kyrie.
He just tanked up that fracture like it was nothing.
It's the benefit you have playing the Roger. But look at this, already on the other side. You see, this is an interesting turn of events. The junglers are the ones sent away to go for the push. As Skylar moves kind of forward, but Dairon is there.
Oh, good read by Keyboy. Dairon trying to go for the Earth Shadow. Circling Eagle, knocking 3 members up, but it's just a bit of poke from RRQ. CW popped in the ultimate. No hold for the carry. Now they're gonna have to do it. Kyrie wins out the Red Tree battle. There was no Sutsujin earlier. Rez will fall. It's a trade. XP for Turtle. Oh, but it's going to be even more than just Rez. Sans. Oh, the full barrage, able to flick around. Sutsujin should be able to actually take this purple buff away. Good maneuvers by Kyrie. Actually, never mind. He doesn't decide to commit on the orange buff. He decides to recall.
So that's a big win for RQ, is it not?
Quite the massive win, trading a turtle but denying the buff, putting Kyrie even further behind. You saw how important it is to stay on curve with levels and goals for the jungler, and in the grand scheme of things, even the turret on the bottom side here gets taken out. The fact that RRQ have the liberty of flickering forward with Skylar on the Ixia, that is crazy, man. They have so much pressure around the map right here, and the fact that the Rins can just stand there with a real manipulation to cancel out any kind of engaged threat. It's just good read coming in from him. If you look at the player head-to-head by our new application GoPay, San still has the higher KDA, always is the flashier player, but in teamfight participation, it's still Sans. Rins, though, as a new member from the MDL, I guess because he is a new member from the MDL, he has the higher hero pool, and that is what is being abused by Coach Keskute.
It is. A lot of people have been comparing these two, especially with Sans not being as flashy as he used to be, right? Gilat Sans, known to play all 5 phones, all 5 devices. We're not really seeing as many flashy plays, but I mean, even from the stats, we can still see that he is a dependable mid laner.
Oh, is he able to escape him?
Oh.
Rez gets spotted out too. Sutsujin finds him, and they all look to Rez, the escape artist. He does it again.
Man, it was way too close for comfort for Rez, seeing his life flash before his eyes. But look at how RRQ were playing it. Focusing on the bottom side, cutting straight through the middle of the map to try and catch stragglers that were pushing the top side. It's a great idea, but with 3 more seconds to the Lord spawns, the Ixia is still all the way on the top side. Can they rotate in time? I think that they were predicting that Fnatic Onic don't have enough damage to shred it down. For now, it makes sense, but later on, the carry will be a lot more dangerous here. As you can see, Sans with the glowing wand will be able to poke a bit more reliably.
Let's see. He double dividing in win. Diamond already with the primal wrath. Sans with the crimson beacon forward, but now gets caught by the full barrage. Skylar! Free hitting all the way from the back. Sutsujin picking up the kill. Riz falling as well, but Rez is burning down. Sutsujin gets the retreat. Nolan can only just run away. CW will be food for Enoch tonight.
No way. Oh, they don't have minions. All right, 4-for-1 trade. They have a Lord on the way. This is, again, remarkable performance coming in from RRQ. And technically, they do have a more tricky lineup, right? They need to be able to set up properly a front to back with Skylar as well as Rins, and yet they're still able to accomplish it. They're still able to execute it. And it seems like Fnatic Onic just keep walking into that trap.
Fnatic Onic, we were concerned about Kyrie popping off. But with the way RRQ are playing right here, every single push, every single angle is checked out. So Kyrie can't find an easy way in to go for the flanks. And because of that, the backline damage, man, the Yves and the Ixia is just way too much to deal with. With the close mid-range composition of Fnatic Onic, they have to really just dive in all the way to the back line, and even then, it doesn't guarantee them a favorable result.
Real world manipulation on the Kyrie, the full barrage as well. RWM and the full barrage. T-Boy and Rez get zoned from all the way downtown, man. RRQ unable to utilize the Lord first one to take a base turret, but that's still value, getting all the tier 2s.
That's a creative approach from RRQ. Make sure that you zone them away from the turret and let the Lord do its thing. They still have full control around the map right here. With no more turrets available, you can see that Fnatic Onic are struggling quite a bit. And with CW still keeping up in farm, but definitely pressured.
Dino with Earth Shadow Flicker, not a final splash. San's able to get out with the Crimson Peak, and the CW gets rid of him. Rez in the midst of it all now. Gunned down by Such, and he's looking for another. The stun lands on Mercenary. Sans, can he escape? No, he cannot.
He doesn't get the triple kill, but they are going to be able to push forward again. 3 members from the side of the Sky Kings are eliminated, and that's the inhibitor turret. It looks like they're looking for an end angle.
Kyrie going up against Edok, walking up, clearing up the wave. Super Jin now maneuvering forward as well. They won game 1. This could be another sweep. The base is wide open. RRQ up against the Sky Kings. Kyrie walking up, use him down. The Super Jin getting kicked down as well. The race is there. The final slash. Keyboy getting a moment. Skylar with the flicker forward. What?
They didn't get it! 1 hit, 2 hits. But Fnatic Onic, the Sky Kings, still win out that defense. That would have been an 11-minute game against the reigning champions here at MPL ID. But yet RRQ still unable to close it there and then.
A greedy play by RRQ. They're able to get several kills for their troubles. But look at Sans sneakily stealing away the buff. He has the Blood Wings and the Glowing Wand as well right here. But now it's back to the same setup. The Lord is up, but the waves are favoring Fnatic Onic, and there's no time for RRQ to go to the bottom side for that setup. But Rez,
it's going to be caught. The Circling Eagle coming down. Fully isolated. Rez still able to find a way to drag it. But now the RWM full barrage combo and the Mathilda to bring the full barrage forward. Keyboy cannot survive. Skylar picks up the kill. The last siege. It's almost as if it did not happen. Fnatic Onic can't do anything. And now with Sans, one Skila now normalized by the Kings of Kings. CW is next. Pops in it with a nature, does some damage, but in the end, RRQ are inevitable.
look at Kyrie though, trying to do something, trying to push the mid lane, but Diamond stops him. It's over.
13 minutes. The Sky Kings reign in MPL Indo are threatened. The King of Kings